Hey everyone, Two Angry Frogs here, and we're taking our first look at Delves in the World Within. Delves are a new solo and group instanced content that so far looks to be a lot of fun with a lot of opportunity to get gear, recipes, companions, and other items. Think Torghast mixed with follower dungeons and scenarios, and take out the bad parts, and you have a good start to understanding how Delves work. In this video, we'll take a look at what Delves are, how they work, and what type of rewards you can expect from running them. But before we begin, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you always know what we're up to next. Now, let's get into it. With all Delves, you'll have a companion that acts like a follower dungeon type NPC. For Season 1 of The War Within, our companion is Bran Bronzebeard. Not only is Bran our exploring companion, but you can also pick up quests from him that tie into the overall War Within story. You can select to have Bran accompany you as a DPS or healer. Either way, he has some common abilities and then additional abilities that depend on his selected role. For example, a common ability would be gathering tools, which Bran uses to find profession materials for you. A role-based DPS or healer ability would be volley for DPS AoE damage, or bag of snacks, which is an AoE heal. As Bran levels up, he gains more abilities to help you further. So how do Delves work? You start them by entering the Delve portal, which lets you select the tier you want to run, and shows the affixes attached to that delve. For example, the Waterworks requires you pick up purified air, or poison reduces your total health, and Mycomancer Cavern, which has spores that explode if you attack them or get near them. When you successfully complete a tier, all Delves can then be run at the next highest tier. There are 11 tier difficulties for each Delve, but we will be limited to tiers 1 through 3 until Season 1 starts. When you reach tier 4, you will start with 5 lives. Once those 5 are expended, you can still complete the Delve, but you will not receive any bonus awards, and your current tier completion will stay at its current level. Every death after you reach 0 lives while fighting a boss will grant you a buff to help with the final boss fight. Also starting at tier 4, random groups of enemies will receive various buffs from Zekvir. As you go higher in tiers, more groups will be chosen and the mob buffs increase in difficulty. Finally, there is a mysterious tier 13 that has been announced, which includes Zekvir, the Hand of the Harbinger. At War Within release, we'll have access to 12 Delves across the 4 zones. In Isle of Dorm, we have Earthcrawl Mines, Fungal Folly, and Creekfall's Rest. In the Ringing Deeps, we have the Waterworks and the Dread Pit. Halifal, we have Skittering Breach, Mycomancer Cavern, Nightfall Sanctum, and the Sinkhole. And then finally in Ajkahet, we have the Spiral Reeve, Takrathan, Abyss, and the Underkeep. Delves can be run as solo or with a group of up to 5 players. You can charge through them, or you can take some time exploring and find all of the various curios, treasures, and special abilities that Delves offer. So you have the freedom to run through in 10 to 15 minutes, or take more time exploring. From what I have seen so far, it looks like Delves have set layouts so they provide the opportunity to optimize routes. However, it does appear that the bags of gold and the random treasure chests can be in different locations for each run. This is also true for the random powers that you can obtain. For the Delves I have run, there is an opportunity to pick up 3 powers. These can be in chests or from rare mobs and provide various benefits while in the Delve, such as Reno's random reactions. The requirements to complete a Delve are similar to what we see for scenarios. There are 2 to 3 stage type activities to complete, such as freeing NPCs or collecting specific items, and at the end, a final boss to defeat. Prior to the final boss, you'll see an empowered meeting stone that acts as a save or respawn point. So if you die to the final boss, you don't have to run through the entire Delve again. Once you have completed the Delve and defeated the final boss, Bran opens the treasure room. Each treasure room has 2 chests to open and gold piles to loot. There are also bountiful Delves that award an additional chest at the end, and these require restored coffer keys to open. The chest can contain gear, with each higher tier having higher level gear all the way up to heroic raid item level, profession recipes and patterns, companions, cosmetics, and more. In 2 of the Delves I received Dark Moon card packs specific to the War Within, and a golden gill trout that I fished up in an infused Igor spill, which increases fishing profession perception. You're also rewarded with resonant crystals for completing delve quests, which can be used to buy cosmetics and gear. Rewards also include a customizable flying mount, the Delver's Dirigible. We'll be able to customize the dirigible with custom decals, wings, thrusters, top piece, and nose. Finally, with Delves, great news for solo players is that they will now contribute to the Great Vault. The PvP row of the Great Vault is being replaced with Delves. As it stands now, completing 1, 4, or 9 Delves opens each slot in the Delve row. The gear rewarded in the Delve row will work like the Raid and Mythic Dungeon rows, in that the higher the Delves completed, the higher the item level of the gear that will be available in each slot. The Great Vault rewards can scale up to Heroic Raid gear or Mythic plus 15 Dungeon gear item levels. So I've run through all 12 of the Delves and have enjoyed them a lot. There's a lot that the dev team has put in place to build upon, whether it's new companions, new affixes, special powers, and a myriad of other things. Delves are intended to be a permanent addition to the in-game content, and so far for me, they're off to a great start. So what do you think? Let us know down below in the comments, and don't forget to hit the join button and become a member today for custom emotes, badges, and more. And everyone, have a great day.